I want to show you one of my ALX project portfolio. It's a game. It's called the Maze game. So it's built with a C programming language and SDL, simple direct media layer, and a raycasting. The simple direct media layer is just like a library for graphics and multimedia, and is used for rendering game environment. While the raycasting is used to measure the camera, to determine the camera position from the point of player to the wall in order to avoid collision, to know when the player is moving closer to the wall so that it can either turn left or right to avoid collision in the times like maybe when the game gets closer to the wall, it won't be able to go over go over the wall or jump through the wall. So that's why we are using the raycasting. We'd like to show us some of our source code and other functions that is used to build the game. So we're already inside the project directory. So this is my make file. This is my compiler file, and this is the readme. Every information about the game is there. This is just like a log, error log. It's not much important. This is my headers where my function declaration is. This is my map file. This is my execution file. This is my source code where my all my source function code is defined. This is my texture where pictures for the textures pictures designed for the textures is. So let's try see what is inside the header file. So this is my header file. Yeah. And this is also one of my header file. So, let's move to the source src. This is where all my game game function is defined. This sdl.c. This is the Windows environment, the game Windows environment. This is where the function definition is defined. This is the draw map. If you want the SDL, because SDL environment also renders map, so you can, if you want to use the SDL map, you can. This is where the function is defined. Then you can also call your map from file. You can pass your map from file, your own defined map. You can pass your file. This is where the code is defined as well. So this is the SDL environment map. So let's check it and see. Render map and stuff like that. Yeah, load texture. This is where the pictures of the kind of textures you want to use to design the floor, the walls, and the ceiling. This is where the code function is defined. Yeah, and let's move to, this is my maze.c. Just like my main.c is where the function is, my functions calling is where all the function definition is being called, like for execution. This is where the code is defined. Yeah. No, sorry. This is low texture. Um, image.c. Yeah, its main. You can see. So this is where you can pass the map from file. It's defined there as well. This is the recasting, the camera from position of player to. Let's try to see what's inside. Let's see. Camera position angle. Render. This is rendering, like if you once the SDL is being initiated and come up, once the window is being initiated and is up, then the SDL will render the floor, the walls, and the ceiling. It will render its environment. So this is the code. Let's see what the code looks like. Render walls. It renders floor. It draws floor, ceiling, and everything. So then shoots weapon. This shoots weapon is the kind of weapon you use, either gun or knife. So because I'm using a gun, I just added if you are using a gun, you need to add a bullet. Then if you add the bullet, once the gun is shooting, it remains silent. You won't even know if the gun is shooting, so you have to add something to make it obvious like it's shooting. So what do we add? We could either add sound or anything. So I rather add muzzle flash, like a flash. Once the gun shoots, it displays a flash, so to signify that the gun is shooting. Let's try to see what's inside the code as well. This is it. Shoot weapon. You can also let's try to go and run our code. First of all, we'll have to compile it. Yeah, then we'll try to run our code. Run our game. So we are trying to run our game. Yeah, here's our game. So this is the muzzle flash. The game is shooting. So that's all for now.